Trap straight to a penthouse, Miami Beach. Hey, yo, talk crazy on tweets. They don't want it cause I come to defeat. They don't want it. I peep, these niggas all sweet. Bamboo sticks all in the Jeep. It's a new weirdo every week. Get the work, put it up for my seeds. No care for the IG, just no care. Anything for clout. They do anything for clout. Do anything for clout. They do anything for clout. Do anything for clout. They do anything for clout. Do anything for clout.
Whole lot of people need to hear this. It's a lot of names on my hit list. I'll still say what he wants to. Still wet like a big. I should run a whole blog at this rate. They using my name for clickbait. They don't wanna stop fake beat.
It's not fake beat.
Grand Rising. Welcome back to the Concerned Citizens Podcast. We are your host. I am the Lurker, and we have Godmomma. Ooh-wee.
Rich Rice. Welcome back to another day. Today is Friday, September 20th.
Yeah.
Rich Rice 504. And today we are going to recap some of the weird things we saw this week.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
please hit the like. If you're new here, welcome.
Welcome.
Hit the subscribe button. And here we go.
Here
Here
we go.
We can go.
So, well, we ended off our last show Wednesday, our hump day show, I believe, talking about, the diddler. We're over that. Let the courts do as they please with that man. And then we kind of moved and grooved over to Bishop because he made a return on Bigo, right? Oh, I forgot to unblock Yali Witness. Yali Witness, if I forgot to unblock you, I'll do it later. So we're discussing a little bit about Bishop last week. Watched his little run-in with Visa or earlier this week. And just what a weirdo he is. Well, we've got news, y'all. His Bigo account has either been deactivated or he deleted it or something. That account is no longer on Bigo. So shout out to any and every concerned citizen that reported that account. Okay. Because I don't even think he was allowed to be on Bigo after they found out all the shit he was doing. So that's a win for the concerned citizens. You are not going to come on no fucking app and recruit. So that way you can live a soft life in prison. Nah, nigga. Take that shit on the chin like the fake messiah you claim to be and go do your time. Okay? Because when you was doing it to your tribe, you didn't let them live with nothing soft. They was on the ground. They was in the closet. They were sleeping on the floor. They were kneeling.
Talk about it.
They were rubbing feet and stuff. No, you get your ass in there and you
rub some feet. Okay. You rub some feet, Bishop. But yeah, shout out to everybody. We double checked this rising before we hit live. He is not on Bigo. Now, the girls are still on Bigo. But as far as that specific page, that page is not there.
That page is gone. Free the 3 my ass. Bye, nigga. Bye. So we're going to stick with a little bit of carbonation at the beginning of the show because that's how we ended it. We told y'all we'd be back Thursday for the Zoka court hearing. Well, as you see on our community wall, Zoka didn't show up to court. She now has a bench warrant. She's now wanted. Okay? So, and that's not a good look because now she won't have bond again. Because I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, Godmomma, didn't she have to just sign herself out? Wasn't it an own recognizance bond?
Yeah.
So that means we trusted you to show up. That means we had some faith in you. Not anymore.
Nope.
Okay? Now your bond is going to be extremely high if you get one. Okay? And they're going to make you check in with your bondsman once a week. How do I know? Because I had a warrant out for my ass for not showing up to court. Okay? That's how I know.
And especially when they find out that your name is not Kendra Carter.
Okay. Okay.
Now you've given them a false identity and they've put a warrant out on a false identifiable person.
And I still don't know how that even slipped through the cracks. Georgia's a fucking mess. I know we say this damn near every show, but Georgia is a fucking mess. How? I wouldn't have shown up to court either if it wasn't in my name. I'd have been like, bitch, that ain't even my name.
And all they were requiring is for you to hit a Zoom link. They didn't require you to physically show up You just had to hit a Zoom link? Nah.
I wouldn't have shown up either, though, if that shit wasn't in my name, truth be told. Well, now that I'm older, of course, I, try and make do. But back in my younger days, no. Y'all ain't even got the right bitch. See ya. Peace. But, well, as we are concerned citizens, we'll make sure that they get it right. Okay?
Absolutely.
So, but we have something. We also told you guys that we are waiting for the 911 calls to be dropped to figure out if, hey, Rafe, her overseas man. Let me put this on the big screen so everybody can see it. Her overseas man. Who's? Are you back over there with? Never mind. Let me not name drop. I was gonna say, you back over there with the lady, with that one lady.
Hey, Rich Rice so fine.
Hey, y'all. I don't understand it either. It doesn't make sense. It don't make no sense. But like I said, I wouldn't have shown up to court either if you had it in somebody else's name. Bitch, that's not even my government. Okay, well, anyways, we're telling y'all we're waiting on 911 calls. Well, we did get a 911 call. We didn't get the 911 call that we're waiting for. And patience is a virtue. And we got time. Okay? Just like Bishop, we got time. We're not doing time, but we got time. Okay?
Right. And we get little blessings and breadcrumbs along the way.
We do.
Okay? Because unless you know the situation, you would not recognize this 911 call. Unless you actually know the situation and what's going on, you would hear this 911 call and be like, oh, yeah, that's what's up. Da, 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 da. But when you know the situation, you're like, oh, this is them. Okay, so they did do what they said they did. Okay, okay.
And listen, Godmomma, they told us. So the 911 call we're about to listen to is the prison calling 911. It's not the prison's calling 911 to say, we've got 4 women that won't leave the premise. They won't get off our property. Well, family, let's listen to that together, shall we? Shall we, family? Yes.
Please hit the like. Thank you.
They got 4 goofies. I'm surprised she didn't call them goofies. If it would have been me, I would have been like, we got some goofies up here. We got some goofies up. Okay. Shout out to the co-host for all the wonderful pre-laid out layouts. Love them, co-host. Thank you, ma'am. All right, let me blow this up for y'all and let's listen together. Y'all get your earbuds or whatever. The volume's pretty decent. So here we go, family.
I just asked y'all to get off the property. Get off the property now.
Middleton 911 was your emergency.
Yes, ma'am. This is Miss Lawson calling from Macon State Prison. Can you please? I got some visitors here. Will not get off the property. I've asked them several times to go, and they're in the parking lot.
Okay, visitors will not leave the property. How many?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you know about how many is it?
I see 4 right here now on the property.
Black
4 right here. There's one in the car. They're driving a Honda Accord.
Okay, 4 black females. And what color is that Honda Accord?
It looks like blue. It might be black. They still refuse to leave out the property as I'm talking.
And so they were there for visitation today?
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
Okay. And what's your name?
Your manager, Lawson.
Miss Lawson. All right, I'll go ahead and give them a ride, okay?
Please.
Okay.
So they will not leave out this parking lot at all.
Okay, yes, ma'am. I got them in right.
You might have to send more than one.
Okay. What are they so irate about? Do you know?
About an offender. Like I said, I told them to get off the property.
Okay, about an offender. Okay.
Do you hear him?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
All right, I got them in route, okay?
Thank you. I really appreciate it.
Yes, ma'am.
All
right. You right. You could definitely hear Zoka and Fufu back there. Holly. I heard Malia back there too, talking about we are his mother. Like, girl, what?
Now, y'all don't forget. We have it uploaded on the channel. Don't forget where they came and told us we was outside. We were demanding. And they had to call 911 on you goofy bitches. 911 on you goofy bitches. Y'all don't feel ashamed? Y'all not embarrassed? Skipping court, but showing up to prison. Baby, just keep doing what you're doing. Keep skipping court. You're going to end up in prison too. It won't be Macon State because that's a male's prison. But you will end up in prison if that's where you want to be. If they have to escort you off prison, just keep doing what the fuck you're doing. Y'all, these some good. Like I said, I'm shocked she didn't say I got 4 goofy bitches out here looking for their fake messiah. That's what I would have said. I would have said, bitch, we got a cult leader in this motherfucker and his cult members are outside. I need helicopters. I need reinforcements ASAP. Okay, fuck it. I would have went out there and handled it myself. Fuck 911, bitch. Bring an ambulance. Okay, do we have an EMT? We got 4 wounded cult members out here. Okay, I said, get off my property. Why they didn't shoot him from the towers? Don't you got tower shooters and shit? I would have shot him from the fucking tower. Wouldn't even had to go outside and put my hands on him. Just radio the tower. Radio the tower. So that came out, y'all. And go ahead, Godmomma.
No, I'm just saying that it's crazy the little gems and breadcrumbs you find, and they're lucky they didn't go to jail that day. They're lucky those people just let them go and they weren't in the women's side of Macon State prison that day. And now, Zoka, y'all gonna have to ditch that black Honda Accord. Okay? I told y'all to listen. Or don't. Because they snitched all on y'all. And this is not good business. This is not good business. This ain't good business.
Okay.
And it's just mighty strange that, I don't know, that Eligio was on Bigo and then his account gets swiped or he takes it down, whichever happened. And then Musa hops on the T show doing all this weirdo shit. It's just, I don't believe in coincidences too much.
Hell no. Hell no. Not with these goofies. So for those of y'all who missed it, Musa was interviewed by the T. All of us in the Nature Boy sector know the T. I want to say shout out to the T, I guess. We all know the T. Musa went over the T. Yeah, we got it for you. Don't worry about it. We're not going to watch all of it because we're not going to do that to y'all. We will give you this, though. Trigger warning. Because not the stuff Musa's going to say, but the stuff that Godmomma and I are going to say about Musa is going to be triggering. Okay? We know if you're Nature Boy sector intensive like we were, you already know what time it is. You should expect what's about to come out of our mouths. But before we get there, let's watch Musa over here at the T. I don't know what prompted this interview. Kind of disappointed that he was given a platform.
Me too.
Okay.
Me too.
You want to hear it all? Well, take your ass to the T.
Go over to the T.
And she only got 2.3K views. Now, we know the T get 19, 20,000, 50,000. She get numbers. And I think she barely broke like maybe 200 in the chat. But it's not because it's the T. It's because of who she was interviewing. Okay.
Yeah.
Child.
You know, I'll wait to give my commentary after we play the video.
Yeah, because we're not going to play much, but we are going to speak our piece on this man. And we are giving warning shots. Okay. Not only are we giving trigger warnings, we're giving warning shots to Musa. Okay. Nigga, you better lay down. What does our little thumbnail say? It says something about, I can be laid back, but don't get it twisted, baby, because I can lean forward real quick. Real quick. Okay. I try and be laid back. Not even tried, Godmomma. We have been laid back with this man. We ain't been really talking about Musa. Look at this nigga with the 3 on his face, y'all. Let me blow it up for y'all. Why he got 3 on his face? Even if it's not a 3, it's still resemblant of a 3. I understand tribal artwork. I get it.
Mm-hmm.
But not when you've come from a cult, you dumb weirdo.
Exactly. Exactly.
Y'all, this
And it's in the
irritated
same
me.
exact, it is same placement, everything. And at one point, because I tiptoed out of here a lot, and maybe you'll see it on this clip. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
but he also has a feather right here sticking straight up.
I'm gonna skim to that part because I didn't watch that part. Now listen, the girls, me and my sisters, we didn't all watch it. I watched some of it, they watched some of it, and we were able to grab a few things.
Yeah.
Let's watch this bullshit right here. Why this was giving Dr. No, I was about to say Dr. Sebi. Ooh, forgive me. Dr. Sebi, my bad. I was about to say this is giving whatever Bishop's Dr. Clueless or whatever his
Bishop, yeah.
Dr. Bishop, whatever that. It was giving that when he was interviewed by Sonetter. It was giving that.
Mm-hmm.
It was giving theatrics. It was giving antics. It was giving here, let's just play it. I don't have to tell you. Let's watch it together, family, shall we?
Is
Before I get into this, I have skipped forward to the 11-minute mark. Again, we're not going to sit and listen to this rhetoric too much, but let's watch and listen to a little.
operating, which was myself. That was the car accident. It was the wreck. It was I didn't know how to operate myself, and even if somebody gets in a car accident, like it doesn't mean that there's trauma to their brain. I think that the human conditioning and the mindset that we have in the world is trauma in and of itself. So to me, it's way before a car accident. Like I had stated before, I think that my life that led up to it and why is because I was understanding that I was living from a state of death or depression, which is why we get depressed, is because we're unlimited beings and we get depressed in limited narratives. And I think that for me, I was tapping into that. And so I was getting depressed and I was telling my mom, I think I need to see a counselor, somebody to talk to. I tried that. It didn't work for me. And so for me, it was just looking for answers deeper than what anybody else could provide. I don't think it would have mattered if there was a car accident or not, because I already wasn't in my right state of mind.
Understood. And kind of a segue to that is I know that there were some videos circulating. You were making videos before you joined the group. And one of the specific videos that I saw a few years back, I think you were in a park walking a dog and you were talking about Nature Boy, and you had the belief that he was the Messiah at that time. That was even before he started calling himself the Messiah, I think.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of led you to believe that even before joining the group? What of his teachings or of himself as a person kind of made you believe that could be the case?
I think it's an embodiment thing. I think there's a contrast between people who talk about knowledge and information and point to it, but aren't the embodiment of it. And I think it's different when you have beings that actually are the embodiment of that in which they speak.
And
Y'all peeping this? Y'all peeping this shit? Y'all peeping this shit? He's talking about, well, there are certain people who just talk about it, and there's other people who embody it. Bitch, I know you're not talking about Bishop embodied a fuck ass thing, except for a gatekeeping rapist, a cult leader. Are you fucking delusional, Musa? But let's fast forward just a little bit because I ain't got time. I just want to show y'all, look how he putting up his little hand motions, y'all.
And that's why I kind of asked you that question, because you talked about how Nature Boy embodied his message early on, and that was one of the things that attracted you. And I think that's the main thing that attracted all of the members of Carbonation, Melanation, and the Etherians over the years. But if you're embodying your values and your perspectives, and they change over time, do you feel that Carbonation changed for the better, or do you feel that it changed for the worse, or what are your thoughts on that?
Y'all see this clown?
Etherians was and that's why because this is where I had fell in at one point, and I had eventually typed in the chat, like, it's giving dissociative identity disorder. because you said one word, Etherian, and this man triggered himself into a whole cultish like move. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's giving you've dissociated yourself completely away from who you are. It's insane.
He finger dancing harder than Latanya. What the fuck is going on over here? I do too. I feel this way too. Vicky, salute Vicky. Hi, mama. He definitely channeling his inner bishop. This is fucking insane. Now, mind you, ain't nobody been looking for you, Musa, except for, I guess, the tea. And you see Godmomma dropped it in the chat for y'all. Y'all can go watch it all. We're not going to do that because Musa, we've heard this before. So there's a part where I guess there's a feather showing. Let me scroll back on.
It's close to right here because I can see it kind of peeking up where he's at.
Okay. Oh, let me see. I didn't listen to any of this.
I didn't even go past that part.
Yeah, I think
Maybe honey, this ain't no shade, no nothing. It's just he was giving too much that didn't need to be given. The people didn't really need to be subjected to all of that nastiness that he brings. This man has a victim that he has
raped.
Yes. He has another victim that we witnessed him try to rape. So he and then we discussed, I think in one of our rising transits, the Hadu, the girl who just left him, she aborted the baby. She's he hasn't changed.
Give our viewers that rundown for those who haven't been caught up with Musa real quick.
Well, the girl he was in the relationship with, Hadu, that when he left the cult or got forced out, basically, she took him in like a little lost puppy, rich eyes hippie soul. And he ended up getting her pregnant. She wanted to get married, be monogamous. He didn't want to do that. He wanted to still run around and preach basically Eligio's teachings. And she left and aborted the child. And here we are. He's over on the tees doing this weirdo shit. And she's on her own dancing around. And it's just, I feel so... This future generation, man, like I don't know, man. It's crazy. These motherfuckers is crazy out here.
And I'm gonna step to this, and then this I'm gonna add to our book club when I do the summary of our book club. I don't have the book right here with me. Oh, it's over on my shelf. The body keeps score. Okay. I'm going to be including some of these Nature Boy people in that because the body keeps score, and it is evident with these people. Okay, let's finish up real quick and get this.
Go to dirt.
Oh,
so what we talking about in game? Like where are we operating from?
So wait, hold on.
What I have to say and what I would.
No, he didn't. No, he
character, and it'll dissolve and go back to dirt. This body will go to dirt.
Child, let me rewind this. Hold on. I see the feather. I see the feather now.
You see it?
I see the feather now, Godmomma. He do have it. He do have a feather back there. Okay, let's finish this up so I can drag this man properly. Okay, come on, Musa.
Like, it's okay to be weak in a consciousness that's limited to days of the week, bro. It's okay. You're a divine being. It's okay to feel weak. It's okay to be depressed. Follow that. Follow it within you, yo. You'll tap into everything. You're prepackaged and perfect. You're prepackaged and perfect. God made. And I'm not saying that to make you feel good because you're not going to feel it unless you do the work. I'm saying that because I'm going to remind you, Musa is nothing. Musa is only now a representation for love. That is final. That's that. That's all I care to speak on. You see me, I remind you of you. That's it. Who I am is not important.
No.
It's really not. I know the role that I played as a character, but it's just a character. And it'll dissolve and go back to dirt. This body will go to dirt. So what we talking about in game, like where are we operating from? So that is what I have to say and what I will end on, man. I love you. I love you all.
Nigga, get the
Okay,
fuck off
Musa.
my screen. Get off my
Peace to
screen.
you. And
Get off my screen. Oh no, 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 no.
Hey,
No.
Roy. Hey, Roy Maiden Day. Roy, I don't know
Hold
if I
on.
told you, I unblocked all of your channels. I don't know why they were blocked. But I see this is a new channel. So what's that? But I unblocked, I think, like 4 of your accounts. And I need to go in and unblock Yollywood. I'll be
Rich guy.
nice.
Hold on, we're gonna be right back. Cause baby,
I'll always be grateful.
Period. Cause
So
baby,
I'm about to get in Moose's ass real quick. Okay. I'm about to get Moose's ass real quick before we move on to our next segment. We've been here 26 minutes. I got a little time to get off on this nigger's ass. Musa. Nobody asked you, well, the T asked you, I guess, to come up. But nobody asked you to come up here and deflect. Nobody asked you to come up here and promote. If that's the type of time you're still on, you don't need a platform ever the fuck again. And the T, do you. That's your channel. That's your platform. You've always brought us somewhat exclusives or whatever, or things that we've missed. We've always come to you as I'll say like a Britannica for the cult. You know, you've always been our encyclopedia, our archivologist.
Our archive. Mm-hmm.
All of those things. But this man has raped, attempted to rape, has abused, has never spoken against Bishop. This man has never come out and said, I don't stand for the shit Bishop was standing for. Never once has he done that. This man thinks he gonna come up here and float his way through the fucking airwaves, and we're gonna be like, wow, that's amazing. He's recruiting. This man used the T's platform to recruit. He didn't use it to dispel. He didn't use it to cast away. He used it to entice and to bring in. He doing all this. I would have turned his camera off. I would have dropped that nigga to the back so fucking quick and said, nigga, you got one more time to try and do your foolishness before you get the fuck up off my platform.
Period. But see, Fred,
produce. You not gonna virtually rape not now motherfucking person in my motherfucking chat, nigga. Okay? Get your ass the fuck up off of here. And the T, I don't have disrespect or any ill will towards you. I'm speaking about your guest. And I did find it a little odd that you allowed it, but thank you for doing that so that way us regular people can see that he's still on that type of fucking time. Period. And you gonna get this work. We were, me and my co-host talked this rising. We said, well, should we do a whole Musa production? Should we just do a whole show? No, you don't get that this rising. I told Godmomma, no. I said, we're not doing that. I said, now, if Musa continues his bullshit, we got it in the chamber, locked and fucking loaded. Okay? Period. And I'm talking, we have on this channel that we're on right now, we have the Joy tapes that were secretly recorded that were only put out on Instagram. We have them right here where she tells where Musa, you admit she's on the phone with you, Musa, where you admit to raping her. Now, Joy, I'm not bringing you into anything. However, I'm speaking on you because it was you that it happened to. You need to be in jail right there with Bishop. The end. Because you also raped, you also held hostage the mother of your child. You're sick. And you think you're going to come up here with your fucking face painted and think we just going to jump in your boat and sail away? If I were you, I would do what Bishop did on Bigo and de-fucking activate. Or not. Or not. Because like I said earlier, we got time. Okay? And I'm not bringing back, oh, let's get carbonation intensive. No, let's get these rapists the fuck where they belong. Period.
Right. Yeah. That's how exactly. Because me personally, I would have, as soon as he would have cammed up and showed me who he was, you're not getting the show tonight, sir. You're not. I'm sorry. You're not. You're not about to put this onto my audience. You're not about to do, because you already know what type of time he's on from the gate. From the gate. He comes up here with a white pyramid on his forehead, 3 on his face. You know what type of time he's on. So to me, it's just unfortunate, but hey, everybody's got to get their content, how they get their content, I guess. Maybe she thought she could talk him into something different. I don't know. But to not get asked questions, and maybe she did, I don't know, because I didn't watch the entirety of it. But to not get checked on the things that you've actually done to people is why we have people like P. Diddy, is why we have people like Epstein and Nature Boys and things of that nature, because no one wants to ruffle too many feathers in hopes that they can get information or get new victims. You know what I mean? Because Musa could have been pressed a lot harder than what he was pressed, if we're going to go ahead with the interview. But again, that's why we've had who you know as Tron on the platform to have actual conversations, because he has been checked at the door.
At the door, baby. At the door.
Where is your mind at? What's happening? What's going on? They've said that for a very long time. I mean, that's not like new tea. You know what I'm saying? They've said she's a fan for a long time. I can't say whether she is or if she isn't. I just know what her position is in the grand scheme of things, and she was the archivist for a very, 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 very long time. No one knew who she was. No one knew if it was a man or a woman. They just knew that there was non-commentary, screen recorded from beginning to end footage that you could always go back on.
There was no commentary for me. Stinson always kind of gave us the commentary. Then we had a few people giving commentary and breaking it down. But the T just gave it to us where we were able to play it back, give our commentary. So again, shout out to the T. We don't have to agree to give you a shout out, period. We don't have to agree. And let's just, I'm making that statement crystal clear. However, it just let us know that Musa's still in that same frame of mind.
Yeah.
So she did showcase that. She did try and ask some, maybe not hardball questions, but maybe just, she tried not to be super invasive, I think, because I did listen to it. And I mean, she was like, was it the car accident that brought you to Nature Boy? What was it? And he was like, oh no, I was already on a path before my car wreck.
Right.
If anything, my car wreck brought me further into my path and blah, blah, blah. But like you said, as soon as he cammed up with that fucking makeup, it would have been like, oh, hell no. Because it was reminiscent of Dr. Bishop, or when he went on Sonnetter's platform with all his little white makeup. It just reminded me of Sonnetter and how Bishop was kind of playing games. And, I whatever. Fuck you, Musa. Fuck you.
Right.
Period.
And if you want to keep getting out here doing all that weirdo shit, we can pull up an expose if you want to. We can play those games.
We absolutely can.
We can play
pull
those
up
games.
The lost tapes, the lost files, all of that. This ain't the first time you've had paint on your face, is it? I think it's in one of my intros that Shitty Greg made me, where you're painted up the same exact way you're painted up now with a feather.
Exactly.
I have a fucking intro with you painted up the same exact way. What has changed for you? And I remember saying, and shout out to Kanoom, y'all call him Tron. Shout out to Kanoom. Because when he did hit my panel that first time, I was like, well, let's get into you.
Mm-hmm.
And let's get into you holding people hostage. And let's get into this. That's just the type of NAB I am, y'all. Y'all can't come up here and just, no, I need, because we do speak privately. So I needed what was spoken privately to be put public before he comes back publicly on my channel. Okay.
Right.
And
right.
he hit it. He did. He came out, he spoke his transgressions and the transgressions he's caused on others. So shout out to Canoe. But he didn't come up with his face painted and doing all this and trying to hypnotize a bitch, and he didn't do all that. He didn't do any of that.
It was a fucking shit show. Bro, just total 5 minute shit show. Okay. Even the people in the chat were like, what the hell is going on here?
This man he hasn't healed. We'll keep it as that. He hasn't healed. Okay. And sulfite, yes, I am definitely going to be bringing that into the body keeps score. Okay. Because that book's a lot, but we'll get into that. And I'm going to get personal with that book too, because I didn't realize how much my body has kept score. I know I look good. I'm about to be 41, but bitch, my internal body has kept score for a lot of the shit I hadn't released. Okay. And I think that's why I get so mad at these predators. That's why I get so mad. That's why I get triggered by these predators, because my body has kept score. And you fuckers ain't getting away with it. Fuck that.
Right.
Fuck.
And to be
that.
given a platform to just
recruit new people. Yeah. Oh, Musa looks good. And then for those of y'all that are hi ex-hubby. Hey Daquan. Hit the up like while you're here, baby. Good to see you. The T probably know. I don't know about that. And well, then sometimes it's worth losing your content.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's worth losing your content. Like, we're gonna fuck with you even harder if you would have came harder. I mean, right? No. Okay, so, but there was Pee Wee in the chat. Do y'all remember white girl Pee Wee?
But what did you check if it was her? Was it really her?
I don't know. I don't have her intro.
I was concerned when I seen all them threes. I was like, but I didn't have a mod stick and I didn't see Haitian QT to ask her to check.
Yeah.
So
if anybody has a mod stick, please let us know if that was the real Pee Wee in the chat. Because she wasn't responding to the people who were asking her. So, and I don't keep up with Pee Wee. I used to DM with Pee Wee back in the day. But then she started turning, after like the Velvet situation and stuff, she started turning like, be kinder to Bishop and forgive him. And I couldn't rock with it. I couldn't. I can't be kind to certain devils, bitch. I can't be kind to it. I'm sorry. It's just not gonna happen. And my squad, thank you. And then thank you to the people that have shown us love in our Cash App. Thank you. Thank you for hitting the Cash App. And if you don't want to hit the Cash App, hit the up like. If you don't want to hit the up like, then share us out. Either way, y'all.
If you don't want to hit the up like, hit the down like. Okay.
Not today. Share us out.
Is what.
Today you can share us out. Today, give us some love. It's Friday. So, Lurker side note. Was she last month? Super interesting. Basically, the same thing as the trauma our body shows us through illness and such. Okay. Let me come back to this. Hold on. I'm gonna have to put that in my notes. Thank you. Thank you so fine. And I'm excited to kind of get a little psychological for the book club, just because Psychonuero. Okay. Psychonuero. I was like, what is this? I was thinking, is this a part of gematria? Is this a part of numerology? Psychonumerology is kind of how I read it, but okay. Psychoneuro.
Oh, every time now I'm just gonna think of that dude on Vigo. I can read your whole life through gematria.
He was calling it gematria though, and it was driving me insane. I was like, it's not gematria, you dumbass. It's gematria. And then I had to go double check to make sure I haven't been, because when you guys said you never heard of it, I was like, oh, I felt weird. I was like, am I pronouncing it right? Do I know? But bitch, you know. Right. I don't study gematria, but I kind of follow her, I don't know. I kind of
know a thing or two about it.
Yeah. So, isn't that interesting though? Let the cards fall as they lay. And who, like I said, Musa, you should have just stayed under the radar. Bishop, you should but they're narcissistic. They can't stop themselves. They have to resurface. They have to come out. Because their real life ain't feeding them what they're quote unquote embodying.
Absolutely.
And that what Musa said. I was looking for people who embody it. Bitch.
What embody what? Rapist? What you talking about? What is this? What is this?
He hitting the Macarena.
Hey, Macarena.
Hey. I said, get this nigga the fuck up out of here. All right, y'all. We're done with these carbonation. Oh, no. Yeah, we're done because we already told you about Zoka missing court and stuff. So we're done with the carbonation stuff. Of course, we're going to be keeping our ears and eyes open. Okay?
A Black Honda Civic. Okay.
Black Honda Civic.
They're somewhere in DeKalb County. Okay.
We know Bishop has a cell phone.
And hey, don't let him start giving out reward money because you know the Kulu ass, he'll get he claimed he got jacked for her reward money, baby Soka. You might want to lay low. Okay? You better lay low.
We got they're everywhere. Okay, concerned citizens are everywhere. You think your cult members are everywhere? We got concerned citizens everywhere, and some of them want to get paid.
Yes. Okay. Want to get paid. Some of them are going through hard times. Okay.
Listen.
And they need to get paid. Period. And it ain't nothing but a thing to get a little cult bunny locked up because remember you was trying to fly in drones of contraband and bring contraband in, and he was doing the most. He was slapping bitches in the face,
withholding food.
Come on now.
Hey, So, all right, that's it with that recap.
This is entertaining.
I'm sick, but I'm on no ass, Musa. We have the exclusive recordings of Joy talking to you. We'll go find where you're talking about Ifuru.
No, baby, we can go find the actual video footage. It's still out there. Because that's when they were in that 24-hour Big Brother house.
So we can do a whole show. I can't remember how long he was up there with the tea. He was up there maybe like an hour and 30 minutes. We can do an hour and 30 minutes exposing who the fuck you are.
Period.
So it says Janae works. Oh yes, we do know where she works. And you know what? I'm not mad at it. Go get a job. I'm not mad at it. I know some people are like, oh, Hooters. Da, 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 da. Okay. I would rather that than a stripper pole. I would rather that than
utilizing what she has. Come on.
She's a pretty girl.
Yeah.
Hooters waitresses, and I'm not trying to dox anybody. I think she put it out there herself. We're not doxing anybody. Hey, Lion Pelt, Grand Rising baby. Oh, Shun said it suits her. You know, I'm not gonna do this. I want to do it, but
it does. And that ain't no shade. It suits her. Honestly. It does. She looks cute in her little thing. She, and she says it's a means to an end. So I understand.
But those waitresses get tipped really good. Yeah. These thirsty men.
If you have a nice rack and a perky booty, and she makes sure she goes to the gym. I mean, if she's trying to get her coin, let her get her coin. As long as she's not sliding up and down the stripper pole, she's not walking up and down the corner, she's not hopping from the next cult leader to the next cult leader to the next cult leader.
Amen.
Amen. She out here trying to get it. Period. She's not asking y'all to donate to her because she want to sell you these weird ass Dollar Tree crowns no more. You know what I'm saying? She getting it out the mud like she's supposed to, and applauding her. Period.
Yeah, it's better. It's better than. That's right. It's better than. So, and she's moving right along. Okay, I don't see her going back and forth with the baby daddy no more. She's moving right along. So go ahead, get your Hooters on. I don't go to Hooters. I don't eat meat. So what the fuck I look like going to Hooters? Okay.
We don't really have a Hooter. We don't have a Hooters where I am, and so I don't really. And nor will I travel. And when I do travel where they have Hooters, that's not what's on my mind.
Not family friendly. You know what though? I will say, I guess it is Roy because the father of my beautiful children, he'll sometimes take my son there. Let's go to Hooters, son. Chili's won't work. Buffalo Wild Wings won't work.
Right.
Hooters.
Buffalo Wild Wings,
boy
they're a
out of
little risque.
fucking
They're not
Hooters.
as bad as Hooters, but they're risque.
Whatever. Well, I can't bitch too much because I do go to Twin Peaks. I enjoy going to Twin Peaks and watching a game here and there. So, all right, well, let's move on. We're done with these cult members for today, for now.
Yeah.
But we're recapping on this week's events. This also includes political bullshit that is going on, y'all. That is going on. Well, wait. Before we get over there, hold on. Let me see if I got this. Let me pull this out. Okay. Before we do that, we don't want to talk too much about Diddy because there's plenty of people talking about Diddy. That's fine. Y'all go do your own thing. We don't care. Diddy's going to get what Diddy gets when he gets it, right?
Mm-hmm.
But there are celebrities out here talking about it. And this is one of them. I don't expect anything less from Bootsy. Badass. Okay? But here we go. This is Bootsy on Twitter yesterday. Or was it the day before? I think it might have been the day before. He says, these are Boosie's words now. Bootsy badass. He likes to buy prostitutes for his son and stuff. That Bootsy. Mm-hmm. He says, I feel Diddy and... Well, I can't read this correctly because he doesn't type it correctly. But I'll try. I feel Diddy in jail for basically doing what every other famous entertainer has done. Flew bitches out for threesomes. He's just freakier. We actually go call women prostitutes, fly them in willingly to be with their partners for sex. If that's the case, if you've been flued out and had sex, you should be labeled a prostitute.
Not flued out.
Flued out, that's what he said. And he says, if that's the case, that's 80% of the women reading this.
Oh.
Wow. 80% of the women reading this. And trafficking. He said, hell nah. You're a celebrity. You gotta fly pussy in. How else you gonna get the pussy? You're never in one place. When I saw that video, I was pissed off at this nigga like he really got a problem. But facing life in prison for doing basically what so many other entertainers have done? I disagree. Oh, wow.
Okay. Period.
Disagree.
And you can sit right in there.
Every other entertainer has done. And 80% of us women. 80% of us women. So there's only 20% of us that ain't been flued out to fuck a celebrity.
That's crazy. That's crazy. He's just throwing shit out there now. You grasping at straws, Bootsy. I'm sorry. 80% was really high. Even if you're trying to say, even not for high ranking or high value or celebrity men, just women getting a man paying for her ticket, she going to see him, and they eventually have sex. 80%. It
ain't no Freudian slip. Get out of here. Get out of here. That ain't no Freudian slip. Hush.
80.
This is where we need Salt, because Salt wanted to do a show on Indecent Proposal. Remember?
Mm-hmm.
He always wanted to know, how far are you willing to go for the money?
For the money.
Well, according to stats with Boosie, 80% of us are.
80%. Yeah.
And is this including trans women, Boosie?
Oh God.
Or is this
because now if you including trans women, I will agree that number probably is 80%. No lie. I will agree with you that it probably, if we include a trans women, it's ain't no shade, but y'all know how y'all is. Okay, I see enough of it. It probably is 80%. So he may be onto something.
But it just goes to show you. It goes to, and I'm going to say it again. I don't care. I'll keep saying it. It goes to show you that biblical term that I always say. It's easier for a camel to get through an eye of a needle than a rich man to meet the gates. Because These rich men don't know how to act. We all do it. We all do it. It's what they want. Grab them by the pussy. They let you. It's what they want.
That's what they want.
Now, I'm not going to lie. There's times I've hit a plane. Okay. I've been no, but it wasn't for no rapper to drug me up and blackmail me. Okay. Yeah. A lot of grown adults take flights to go meet up with each other. But hopefully we're under the guise of mutual understanding of what's about to take place when we land.
Right.
So, and I don't understand it. I don't want to stick on Diddy too much, but I just don't understand how so many people are just, well, Diddy did it. Everybody does it. It's just what we do.
Yeah. It's just what you do. Like, what? And okay, again, I know I've said when you sign up with the devil, you know who you dancing with.
Hey, Nikki.
But some people don't know. Some people maybe didn't know what devil they signing up to dance with. Some people may have just been out at the club with their girls, and next thing they know, they waking up at a freak off. You know, you never know, and we ain't gonna know until the whole situation unfolds and lays out. But in my opinion, and my conclusion of Diddy and his shenanigans, if he knows what's best, he's gonna ask those people for a pen, a piece of paper, and he's gonna get to writing down everything he knows, everybody who's interconnected with him, everything. Because you facing life. You facing what Elijah Bishop is facing, okay? Was facing. And we saw how that worked out for him.
When you reach a level of feeling invincible, you think that maybe those some of the people you've blackmailed might be able to get you out, or they might, like you were saying the other time, maybe like a YSL situation where people are just going to hit the stand and be like, well, we don't know, blah, blah, blah. So maybe he's anticipating that.
He's still having to sit in prison. He ain't at home. And from what I'm reading on the streets, Diddy and they're suicidal because of the conditions of the prison.
Listen, they were listing off the food. They were like, today's Fish Friday, today's da 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 da. They were listing off the food he has to eat. And then they even said he only gets 3 showers a week because he's in such a tight restriction. So they're like, he only gets to go to the yard 1 hour a week or 1 hour a day, and then he's only allowed to the showers 3 times a week. I'm like, damn, that's, and no baby oil. That's not on commissary.
Hold on, let's put these tinfoil hats on for a second because I want to know.
I need to smoke too. Come on.
I want to know what's going on behind this Diddy screen. I want to know because we got 1,000 bottles of baby. You gave us a good storyline, and I'm not saying it is, and I'm not saying it ain't. But we got our tinfoil hats on right now. What is going? Because I still watch other things that are happening in the background. Georgia's having election council meetings and people are moving and grooving behind the scenes behind all of this. So don't get my advice would be don't get so hyper focused on one thing. Switch up your content in your brain, not in your platform, but in your brain, in a sense of try to figure out what else is going on. Because we coming up on election season. We've said this many a times. Things start getting weird when it gets closer and closer to November. And I wouldn't be surprised if each candidate speaks on this specific situation because they're already circulating videos of Trump with Diddy. They're and is Kamala going to use this to her advantage in this situation? What mudslinging is going to come from this? There's still
they're probably
And my
And that's
brain,
what I was saying.
like,
That's probably why hasn't taken pen to pad yet, because he's
mm-hmm.
waiting for all these people that he thinks he's. No, that's not the same tinfoil hat. I still laugh. I still laugh at the good night, mama. Anyways, but no, I think Diddy's waiting to see if all these people that were, down for him. Hell, we got Meek Mill
Mm-hmm.
on Twitter talking about he bought a farm. A farm?
You're right.
Nigga, you about to be on trial.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But Diddy was at Central Park. Meek Mill's buying a farm. They're trying to get, I guess, their grounding on before they get him down. These men.
Yeah, we got to just pay attention to what's going on in the background. Is all I'm saying, because we last time we came here before the diddler did his diddling, we were talking about lobbying and who's paying for what, going down real rabbit holes, right? As a whole, not just us, but everybody was because of war crimes. And now that's all I'm saying is pay attention to the war crimes that are happening as well. Don't just hyper focus on the diddler and his 1,000 bottles of baby oil.
Which was interesting because the Fed said, oh, we were going to pick him up Tuesday, but we picked him up Monday. We did it a day early. Then come to find out Lebanon's getting bombed. I said, and that's interesting. You see how easy it is to distract us. We're like, ew, Daddy. But we got people with pagers getting blown up. We got people with two-way walkie-talkies. We have a lot of shit popping off. And of course, since it's not here in America, we don't, we're the type of country it's like,
who gives a fuck?
Did you guys see Anna Delvey on Dancing with the Stars? Did you guys see that? You know what I mean? We're so consumed with pop culture than we are with the real shit that's popping off in the world.
We are. And that's why we're here to remind you that, yes, this is important, but this is also important too. Don't forget about this over here. Remember, just because they're showing you the left hand, you got to see where that right hand went before it disappeared. Period.
What's going on over here? Okay.
Because there was a lot, since we're shifting a little bit, there was a lot, speaking of the pagers blowing up, a lot was happening, but not a lot of news about what was happening was coming out, right? There were
mainstream media.
There was news. There was news that there were pagers going off. There was news that participants at a Trump rally complained of some type of chemical spray or burn in the air. But when I went to kind of figure, it was like, what? There's nothing there. And then the people who I would think would say something about it was not even saying anything about it. So I was like, and this was late last night before I went to bed. And I was like, okay, let me see what happens today. Maybe I was just catching a little tea before it was supposed to come out. I don't know. But it was just strange. Because a lot was going on, but nothing, nobody was saying anything about anything.
Yeah, and that's very concerning considering how much, it's just concerning, period, but how much we use some of these overseas countries to bring in our electronics and how they can be interfered, how someone can jump in and intercept them and be like, oh, let's plug this, let's plug that. They could have been doing that, period. We don't know because you know what I mean? We're not thinking. Now, back in the day, I remember when cell phones were becoming popular, I remember back in the day, the boomer generation saying, oh, they're listening to us and they can use this to blow up your car and they can use this as a detonator. I remember the older generation having concerns for that, but they
Yeah.
kind of died out, and we kind of got comfortable, and then bloop, here we go.
Here we go. I
Here.
remember that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Using pagers to set off bombs. Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's that old school. That's old school right there.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Listen, and I'm grateful for having tinfoil hat parents. They're like,
Mhm.
this is government planted. The government's using this for this, and I was like, no, they're not. I need a pager. For what? I don't know. I got one eventually, but I don't know what I needed it for. So there's a lot going on across, and I'm gonna pull up a couple things. I'm looking through some stuff. My bad. Okay, so I'm gonna pull up two things. One is about the Hezbollah. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it correctly. Forgive me, people from Lebanon. But they're saying right here, this is from Daily Mail, shared out on Twitter. It's saying here that Israel did not tamper with the Hezbollah pagers. They built them from scratch using shell companies that had been making and shipping devices to Lebanon for years in preparation for attack. Now, earlier in this stream, I had mentioned the attack in 2020 in Lebanon. I don't know if y'all recall that huge explosion that took place in 2020. But it was huge, and they said it was some factory that had blown up. But you see right here, Israel has been sending them to Lebanon for years. What's unfortunate with this, let me remove this real quick. What's unfortunate for this is how this has been going on behind the scenes for years, y'all. This war has been going on for this, that, the other, and
it really has. And no, we're just now getting what's going on.
mm-hmm.
And that's really unfortunate for regular citizens that we're just, unless you've been one of those people who have been dug deep into the rabbit hole for years, this realization that, damn, this war, this is really, is about to hit a lot of people once they can get past what P. Diddy has done. Once that has kind of died down and the realization of what's really happening outside of us hit.
Yeah. And even then, I don't think some of us care.
Hell no, because like somebody was saying, our attention span, I think it was SoFi, our attention span is shit.
And well, not even that, because our attention span seems to stay on people like Diddy, people like Trump, people like all of that. Oh, we'll keep our attention span for, we can geek on that all fucking the rest of the year. But let it be some shit that's popping off overseas that doesn't really, it does have a lot to do with us, but we don't see firsthand how it has to do with us. We're supplying Israel, you guys. We are supplying them. Okay? And it wasn't just the Hezbollah people that were injured or had the pagers. Some of these pagers went off in hospitals because doctors had them. Okay? Nurses and doctors had these. So some of these pagers went off in hospitals. Then the next day they took over and they were doing, so it wasn't just pagers, it was two-way walkie-talkies, a couple of cell phones, electronics. We're talking even in people's vehicles. Okay? Y'all just pay attention, because anything we're allowing to Israel to get away with today can come back and bite us in the ass tomorrow.
We will pay for it tomorrow, absolutely. Because Putin has already said, keep playing around. Keep playing around and supplying and allowing and all of this. It's gonna, and that's what I'm saying when I mean, is the regular citizen not gonna realize what's happening until it's too late for them?
Yes. Yes. Because, and you said this, I was catching our replay the other day that we did the other day, and you had brought up, like, we have a lot of our own personal issues going on: groceries, bills, utilities, getting our kids to school safely. We have a lot of other things. So when we can get distracted, we'll take it.
Mm-hmm.
We'll be like, oh, good, let me get distracted. Let me mind somebody else's business because I have so much on my plate. I need this distraction. But what's the good old saying? It gets worse before it gets better. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know what to tell you. And me and the beautiful baby daddy of mine, we had a serious discussion about some insurance stuff going on. And I'm just not comfortable with insurance tracking my every driving move. Sorry, not sorry. I'll skip the discount. I don't do all up in my vehicle on my Bluetooth. Don't worry about if I hit the brakes too hard. Did I wreck? No.
Right. Don't worry about if I accelerated too fast.
Or hit the curb. Look at that. Sometimes I be,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? Sometimes I don't be paying attention. Did I wreck? No.
Right.
Am I coming in to file a claim? No.
And then some of them track if you're speeding, and so I said, nope, you can't get in my car. Absolutely. I'll pay the extra little $10, $20. It's fine.
It's fine. I'll do it. But we're at a breaking point, and they're doing it on purpose, y'all. I've said this time and time again. They want to keep us broke. They want to keep, they want to keep us broke by taxing the fuck out of us, by keeping inflation high. They want to keep us dumb by being distracted and fluoriding the fuck out of our water. This is, and Reef said it in the chat. It's all by design.
Mm-hmm.
They're not. This is all intentional, y'all. There's no coincidence. There's no coincidence that the bombing happened and then the Fed said, "Well, we'll pick up Diddy a day early." Why? Why, Feds? Why? So
to divert media.
Yeah.
And then I need to figure out what's going on with this chemical situation and Trump's rally the other day. Where's that? What? Because if that's happened, then this is attack number 3, and we know things happen in 3. So what is now? Just be safe out there. Like the donation said, I appreciate you again. Be safe out there.
Yeah.
Be safe.
Yeah. Shout out to our donos. Thank you guys. We are going to be safe. And then Trump, what did he say in his speech? He said, I'm going to Springfield. I might not make it back, but I'm going.
I'm going.
I said, Lord, he really think he a martyr out here. Trump, shut up. Shut up. But I am grateful for him exposing the corrupt system. I don't have to agree with all of Trump's policies and the way he doesn't have policies. However, I am grateful for the exposure that some of our government will go to any means necessary. Any means necessary. And this is our country. Imagine in some other country that doesn't have the vocal output of the quote unquote community that we have.
Right.
It's so much easier to go in and infiltrate them and make it look like it's the opposing team.
Like they used to back in the olden days. These are old tricks. Old tricks. They would go in, burn up a village, and then leave traces that it was the opposing enemies, like flags or symbols, to where when the villagers came back and saw, like, oh, this is who set the fire to them, all the while, no, it was your king, it was your queen, it was your mayor, it was whoever you elected, but you weren't doing what they wanted you to do. So they had to get some fire up under your ass, and that's what they're doing. They're trying to get some fire up under the undecided in this presidential election, because that's who they keep pushing at, is the undecided.
Yes. Which is odd to me. Like, let us be undecided, bitch. The more you're forcing it, the more I'm undecided. And they don't mind taking casualties. They don't mind taking casualties, y'all. They really don't. They don't give a fuck about us. We are just a number. We are just a numerical slave to them.
Mhm.
That's it. That's all we are. They don't care about our votes. Honestly, they wish we couldn't vote. Truth be told. Truth be told, they don't give a fuck. They don't. Michael Jackson told us long ago. They don't really give a fuck about us. They don't.
They don't.
They don't. They don't give a fuck about us.
Mm-mm.
Child. Well, let's move past that. We do have some updating news on the Kentucky shooter, y'all.
Oh God.
We do have a little bit of news on the Kentucky shooter, y'all. Now,
And
mind you,
it was active as well. Just
Mhm.
leads here, leads there. Mom and pops going live, running up on bodies. It was a lot going on the I-75 shooter situation. And we told you guys we would keep you as updated as possible. We've shared some links to the community wall to just try to keep you updated.
I got something for us right here too as well. I'm gonna play a little something from you. But yeah, we're gonna talk about this I-75 shooter because has his manifesto come out? Do we know why he was even capping at random people? And it was just random.
They still don't know. They're trying to say it's because he was going through a divorce.
Okay.
I don't.
Okay.
It was a whole little thing. He went on, I think, what, a 5-day. They were on a 5-day manhunt for him. They couldn't find him, so they asked the public to come help and leave it up to the public to know. Yeah,
And
follow the buzzer.
Kentucky get down out there. Listen, I seen the couple. They were like, "We do that. We started this for date night." I said, "Look at these people." Okay, date night. We going out to the backwoods. We gonna find us a killer. But he didn't kill anybody though, right?
No, he severely injured people, but he didn't. And
Nobody
had
died.
property.
Thank God for that. That nobody died from this crazy man in the woods. Let's look at this, y'all. But let's look. They did a DNA test. Let's just watch this together, family.
It's not shared down here.
Is it shared? No?
No,
Yes?
it is. Yep.
Oh, okay. I hadn't shared it yet. Okay. So I'm not going to read all this. We're just going to play this. I'm probably sure there's a commercial coming up.
At Murray Callaway County Hospital, we're focused on bringing you more of the services you need. With that in mind, we continue to add to our team of surgeons and specialists.
Child, we got 16 minutes of advertisement. Absolutely not. I would say this is people with their limbs. Okay, good deal.
Yes, but he laid down on this side of a cliff, and he just started open fire into there they go.
Okay, yeah, here they go, but I have it. What happened?
Into just oncoming traffic. And so the people searched for him. They found that, they think they found him. They did a tissue sampling to get his DNA. That came back inconclusive. So today they were going to do bone marrow testing and a toxicology report. So they said, the public wouldn't really know anything until the toxicology report came in. So that was interesting to me that the DNA test came back. Oh, we don't know if this is him or not.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. Hold on. My bad.
Joseph Couch has come back inconclusive. That's according to a release from Kentucky State Police. Couch is accused of shooting 5 people in dozens of cars on September 7th, then running off into brush, leading to a 12-day manhunt. Police say a soft tissue DNA test was conducted on the body found in this area, deep rural brush off the interstate. Since results were inconclusive, the next step is to find extra DNA from the bone. That will begin tomorrow and could take up to 2 days. Governor Andy Beshear says it appears Couch fell off a cliff while killing himself. Still, officials hope for a different outcome.
I don't think nobody on this stage wished that we would have found him in the condition that we found. I'd rather he'd been alive and he could have paid for what he's done.
The results of the second DNA testing will be released once they come back.
Now to the Sun and kids from one middle school in.
Okay.
So yeah. And so we won't know for sure if that's him or not for probably until the middle of next week. So I guess still be on alert. I don't know because
What was that camera that found him? Was that like a deer cam or was that the couple?
Yeah, that was the couple.
Okay.
That was the couple, and because they were going live, they were live filming their search for him because they saw buzzards circling a certain area. And people from the country know if you're looking for something dead or you presume something to be dead, you follow buzzards and things that like dead. So that's where they were going. And on the way there, they found where
they saw the vultures and stuff in the sky. Oh, look it. I love them woods people. I love them. I love me a woods person.
So they walked up on him live. If you caught it live, you would have saw him live. But they had to go back after the fact and blur it over.
Yeah, because I saw on Twitter the unblurred version.
And
he didn't look white. He looked tanned. So maybe that decomposition had already kind of set in. Hey, we on log. What's up, King? We on log. We got grown folks, one leg up bussy challenge.
Okay.
Hey, hit the up like bussy challenge. Okay. Why not dental records? I don't know. He might not, maybe the way he shot himself, the way he fell, like you said, they fell off a cliff. So maybe he just wasn't, I don't know.
And that baby, you talking about Kentucky, okay? We trying to reserve every resource we can. So if we can just, take a little piece of tissue and it come back real quick that it's you, that's what we gonna do. We ain't gonna try to get into all the fancy schmancy.
Well, I was gonna say maybe he doesn't have all his teeth. I don't know.
Maybe he was.
You know how some country folk are. Some country folk don't have all their teeth.
So. He might have been a gummy bear.
Thank you. Yes, Mean Mug. Maybe he had a bald mouth. Maybe we couldn't do any dental records. Shout out to the country folks. Y'all know I love y'all. Okay, teeth or no teeth. Go ahead and do your thing.
I don't know whether the alert. I think the kids are able to go back to school because since he was on the run, the kids they've been locked out of school down there. So
good.
So I think maybe they got to go released. I'm not sure since it came back inconclusive. They may have still kept them today since it's Friday. Give them the weekend to kind of get a better feel of what's happening.
Well, he hasn't even been identified correct, Yeah, so we don't even know. We don't know if this is him.
Right.
Yeah, we don't know. Like Homeboy said, we wish we could have got him alive.
So he could have paid for his.
Well, listen, Kentucky was ready to rough his ass up. Okay.
They were
ready to rough him up. We wish we got him alive, but I guess we'll take what we can get.
But it may not even be him. So
it might not even be him, y'all. And this is just, we've talked about this before, prior shows, y'all. We're fixing to get out of here, but prior shows, we've talked about what election season brings in America these days. And it's fucking unfortunate. 3 attempts on a former president, insane. How does Obama have more security than Trump? Insane. Just be on your P's and Q's, y'all. That's all I can say. And be with your children. Shout out to Miss Mo. I was scrolling through her account. Her child's school had a thread as well. Y'all just keep up with your kids. Keep up with your emails. And be mindful of your distractions and what they're force feeding us. You see it all over the news. Diddy. Nigga, what about these pagers? What about these bodies we just seen Israel dumping? See, I don't want to get too into it, but listen, there's a lot of stuff going on in the Middle East right now that we, not us personally, but we as taxpayers are funding. If you lent me $500, Godmomma, I show up weaved out, nails done, I come holler, let me get another 200 because I got to I had to get my nails done so I could go to work. And you're like, all right, cool. Then you give me another 200. Then I show back up and I'm eating, Chili's or DoorDash or something. You know what I'm saying? I'm eating me a steak or something. I don't eat meat, but you know what I'm saying? I don't know what's crab or whatever. I'm eating some lobster. Okay. You're like, well, hold on, bitch. Ain't that the money I lent to you? Yeah, I got you. I'm gonna pay you back, but you know what I'm saying? Hold on. Let me do me first. You're gonna keep track of what I'm spending. Facts. I show up with new jewelry. You know what I'm saying? Oh, bitch, I just got me this new watch. You know what I'm saying? I'm chilling. What's up? You're gonna be like, oh, the fuck? Oh, I just got me a new car. You know what I'm saying? Still got the old one, but I got a new one. You'd be like, why aren't we like that with the government? Why aren't we like that with the government? Because technically, we're loaning our taxes to them because we wait for our tax return. It's a fucking loan to the government, and we're not keeping eyes on it.
And we don't even get it. We don't even get all of what we loan to them back. We get a small percentage of what it is that we have loaned back, and that's where the uproar and the
come on now. Why aren't we hall monitoring the way we're hall monitoring Diddy? Why aren't we hall monitoring the spending? And I know they don't publicize it as much as the Diddy thing, but that's up to us to go look. What is my county spending taxes on?
Yeah.
Are we donating? And if so, who the fuck are we donating to? California lost $25 billion. $25 billion. That was supposed to go to housing, homeless. And it was over like a 10-year period or something. How do you lose that? And California taxpayers ain't up in arms? What? Y'all seen the New York Police Department shooting those boys, those people that had jumped the rail for $290, right? Taxpayers. And so some of the taxpayers in New York are saying, hey, we've spent like 150, or they just loaned 15 million or something to the New York City Police Department. And all they used it for was to track people who are jumping fees to get on public transportation. And they added it up. It was like only 100,000 is what they're missing. That's nothing in New York. Y'all just be mindful.
Y'all be mindful gangs out here
of where your money is going to. Where is your money going to? Who is it funding? It's not. I mean, has your school gotten a new gymnasium? That is what your housing taxes go to, is for schooling. So just be mindful of that. Have you received any benefit in your city, your county for your taxes? Have you? If not, why aren't you up in arms about that?
At the city council meeting, okay, go viral. You want to go viral for setting off at the city council meeting about how they laundering and waste away your money.
Where's our money going, guys?
Need new laptops at school.
I mean, they took away free lunches. They took away free lunches. There's enough tax to feed these kids.
And if that's what the citizens of America want to use their taxes for, to feed the kids at school, let them do it. Like it's just be aware is all I can say.
Just be aware for your area and what's going on in your area. Don't worry about Diddy. Diddy's not in your area.
I did love.
He's not in your area.
Or a victim, then worry. But I'm just saying, we can find, and this ain't, as y'all know, this our podcast. It ain't no shade to nobody. This is just raw and unfiltered commentary of how we feel about trending topics and news in social media at this time. And is this really relevant or needed for people to just get so engulfed in knowing what time it is in the atmosphere outside, knowing what time it is when political season is concerned, knowing how the grocery, thank you, Vicky, you took the words right out of my mouth, how groceries is high as hell, gas high as hell, bills high as hell, everything is high as hell. We're in September. September is Suicidal Awareness Month. So, obviously September brings about a lot of deep, dark emotional turmoil. So keep yourself protected at all times. And that's not just physically, but mentally, spiritually.
Yes.
It's it's a hard month. September is a hard month for people. Or they would not have named it Suicidal Awareness Month. It's a hard month for people. And I think it's because we're switching out of seasons. We're going from summer to fall. Time is starting to slow down. It gets dark quicker. You don't have as much daylight anymore. Shout out to when we do fast. Okay, period.
I know it's nice getting up and the sun's not up. I said, "Oh, I love before the sun," which I usually do, but now I get a little extra 30, 45 minutes. So again, it's just being mindful, y'all. That's all we're here to say is this is what's going on. Be mindful or don't. If you want to keep up and stay distracted, do you. We're not saying, put your tinfoil hat, be concerned about every fucking thing. No, do you. Okay? If you want to be distracted, be distracted. Just laugh now, cry later.
Healthy distraction.
Yeah, find some healthy distractions. How about that? All right, we've been with y'all an hour and 26 minutes. I think we've kind of touched on everything that's popped off this week. I'm sure there's some stuff we're missing, but that's what we caught. Okay? It's hard out here. Stop spending on holidays. Oh, man. Dang it.
Halloween around the corner, Sean.
Well, I won't be spending on Halloween. You get whatever I have up in storage. Okay? Shit that I've had for 4 or 5 years. You're not getting nothing new. But I was already putting stuff in the basket for Christmas stuff. So I try and get a little bit ahead, but you're right. And y'all, who knows what's going to pop off with this election? Who knows? Will we even make it to Christmas? We don't know. Okay. We got a lot of people that are upset at one way or whether you're going left, right, or undecided. There's a lot of, people upset by that. So
they are. That's what you got to be concerned about. Not the Diddler.
Go ahead, Nikki. You go ahead if that brings you joy, and you should get that puppy of yours a little Halloween costume too.
With a little witch hat on top.
Put a little something on it. I don't want to live in a constant state of awareness. Ignorance is bliss sometimes. So it's okay to be a little bit blind every once in a while, because with wisdom comes pain. The more you know, the more it sucks. The more you realize, why the fuck am I even here? Truth be told.
Right. The more you know, the more you realize you don't know a thing.
And sometimes I want to keep it that way. Sometimes I don't want to know every fucking thing. Fuck that.
Because then I'll be sitting out here looking like fucking Musa and shit with a damn pyramid on my forehead and doing all these crazy arm movements.
I can't do that. There you go.
No, I do not need to know all the secrets of the universe. Okay, because if it makes you do some crazy shit like that, I'm blue state. Okay.
Oh God.
Right here where I'm at in this level of life. Because and I've said it before, some of y'all did not need y'all third eye open. And I stand. Some of y'all
more
did
than
not
some.
Need it.
Most of y'all
did not need it at fucking all. No. Because y'all have just ruined. Y'all ruined the word woke. Y'all ruined the word conscious. Y'all ruined the word community. Y'all ruined just everything. Everything.
Yes.
So no.
Me and Mike said, y'all only getting one gift, okay? Oh, one gift for everyone? Oh, we all have to share it? Or is it one gift per person? Listen, I'm okay with that too, but I do have a tradition in my house, so I do stand by certain traditions, and it's not because we don't do Christmas for like pagan reasons. I don't know how to describe it. It's truly what we made it in our house. So, but if you're at Mean Mug's crib, one gift. It'd be like that sometimes. Like, hey, can we buy a new dishwasher? That's our Christmas gift because everybody uses it. We get a new dishwasher or we get one big thing and the family's grateful. I'm okay with that too.
Absolutely.
Sometimes you need to keep your eyes closed. Okay. Somebody get a blindfold in this month. See not, hear not, speak not. Okay, bring that shit back. All right, y'all. I think we're out of here. We hit the 1:30 mark. Thank y'all for spending your rising with us. Happy Friday fuckery. Ooh, there's a lot of stuff we didn't talk about, but that's not our place to talk about right now. We'll maybe next week we'll talk about some of the fuckery, but for now, it is what it is. All right, y'all. Thank y'all for coming through. We'll catch y'all on the flip side. We'll be back. Peace.
Like my release. This is a part of what I do to have fun, and I'm a creative. Creativity, I love it. You know what I'm saying? It's what keeps life interesting and makes it have fun. Makes me have fun.